bring out is someone, all of these players are special to us in different ways. This one is no different. And this is the 10th anniversary since he was here and competed in our International Home of the Legends Thumbpicking Championship. And he did pretty well. He was at the ripe old age of 14 at that time, and he won then our open category, which we had, our contemporary category, and our traditional category. And since then, we have really wondered just how much better someone can get. And every time we hear him, we find out the answer. And tonight's going to be no different. Welcome to the stage, Mr. Parker Hastings.
Hello there. Are we having a good night so far? Well, this has been quite a year for me. I've been fortunate that I've had a lot of opportunities to play music really all over the country, and I've enjoyed getting to travel and be on the road a little bit, but it's always good to be back in my old Kentucky home, right? So keeping with the theme of back to our roots, thought I'd do an old Osborne Brothers tune. This is I Can Hear Kentucky Calling Me. I can hear Kentucky calling me, whispering through my halls of memories. Bluegrass field and Maple Hill, I loved her then, I love her still. I can hear Kentucky calling me. Front porch dreamers picking old guitars, lonely hound dogs singing to the stars. The sounds and scenes I've left behind are evergreens upon my mind. I can hear Kentucky calling me. Picking old guitars, bony hound dogs singing to the stars. The sounds and scenes I've left behind are evergreens upon my mind. I can hear Kentucky calling me. I can hear Kentucky calling me. Well, earlier today, after the competition got over with, my dad and I actually ventured down to Ebenezer, and I visited my old friend, he's our old friend, Tom Bresch. I hadn't got the chance to see his final resting place after they put his monument up there, and I threw a thumb pick down on his gravesite, and just with him in mind, if you haven't gone over and seen the Merle Travis monument, they've got Tom's resting place and Merle's resting place there, and right in the middle they've got a great big monument for Merle Travis. And if you haven't seen that, I definitely recommend you take the trip, take the 20-minute drive down the road and go see it. It's just outside of Drakesboro. And having Tom on my mind today, I thought I'd do a song it's a good songwriter song that I always heard him do. Every time he played, I almost heard this one just about every time, I think. And I know I'm not the only one here tonight that misses our friend Tom, so I'll do this one for him. first time singing in a bar room, and I want to do the songs they love to hear. So before I started picking, I went into that room where little boys go when they've been drinking beer. And I came out and I stepped into the spotlight. I picked up my guitar and tried to sing. And I was looking at the people, and they were looking back at me, kind of like now, but no one was doing anything. Well, the first song that I sang was Fast and Lively. No one moved except the man at table 3. And he was writing down some words upon his napkin, and the waitress giggled when she handed it to me. It said, "Do you know your flight is standing open? Do you know your zipper is undone?" And just as you'd guessed, those were my first 2 requests. And I'll be honest with you, I've never heard of either one. Then I read it to the crowd and they applauded long and loud. I broke out in a sweat of desperation. And I don't know why or how, but I stood up to take a bow, and I received my first standing ovation. I was pretty proud of it too. Of course, my mom was there to see it. And I sat back down and tried to make some music when the waitress brought another note to me. Though her face was turning red, she just snickered and said, "It's from that guy again over there at table number 3. And I said, "Oh boy, well let's open it up and see." It said, "Do you know your horse ain't in the stable? Do you know your barn door ain't been closed?" And I just couldn't help but wonder, where's he hearing all these stupid songs? One of those Nashville hat singers, I suppose. Then I looked down at the bottom of his napkin, and I started feeling better right away. After all those songs about horses, barns, and stables, well, I finally found a song that I could play. I said, "This man must be a fan of the Beatles, the song he underlined I'd like to do." And they went into a rage as I stood there on the stage, singing, "P.S. I love you."
Hastings, I think he was sounding better than the last time he did. It's
Thank you, Joe.
always amazing.